Right guys, I hope you're all happy and well. I'm back out on a dig today. Unfortunately, I've had two bereavements in family, which has just put my head down a little bit and not really wanted to do much. I'm trying to get back on horse today, so to speak, and I'm going to get out into nature, try and make myself feel a little bit more high-spirited, if you could say. But yeah, I'm out on a dig today. I'm not sure which part of the tip I'm going to go to. I'm just going to wing it from here and see what happens, see what we can find. So I'll bring you back when we get up there. Right everyone, I've arrived at the digging site. I am at the 1800s part. So yeah, I think we should get cracking and see what we can find. Right, as you can see, I'm on a top layer. I'm not that deep, and a lot of it must be where a lot of heat was, because there's a few melted pieces. I've just pulled that out of the wall, which is a intact bottle. Note on it like, but it looks like an old sauce bottle, an early crown top. Right, another little bottle just popped out. Screw top, looks to be maybe a little pill bottle, maybe aspirin. Still got its lid on it. I don't think I can probably take that off. It's just welded itself to the bottle. Yeah. Well, look what I've come across. A lovely little horse. It's got a little bit, quite a bit of damage to it, but like I say, it's a shame some of these aren't intact. Right, his next bottle intact. It's just popped out. Looks to be really clean, this one. It'd clean up nice. Unfortunately, it's got no embossed writing on it, except underneath it's got something on it. SBL 47. Right, I've come across a pretty cool item. I think they are Victorian. It's a cream jar, a hand cream jar, I think. And when cleaned up, it's a really nice emerald green. The lid's obviously crumbling, so I'll try and take the lid off to see, get a bit of light in there to show you how nice the emerald green would come out. When that's cleaned up, that is a really nice emerald green. I've come across, I think this is the third one now of these, and I think I found a melted one at one point. Right, his next find is an American find. This is a Vaseline, Chesterborough, New York. Let's see if we can get it cleaned up. You can see it. You might not be able to see that. I'll try and clean it inside. Yep, there we go. See it a little bit better now. Clean all inside. Right, check this out. A little doggy face. Looks like a chef's hat on or something. Right, his next find is another jar. We are coming across a few jars today. This is an earlier one, I think, an early screw top jar, so probably I'd say 1910, maybe 1900, not sure. Just a guess really, but it's a nice aqua colour. It'd make a nice paint pot to wash your, you know, water pot to wash your paint brushes in. Oh, look at our little bubbles, bubbly bubblies. Oh yes, bubbly bubblies. I try not to take much home nowadays, but yeah, I think I'm going to take that. Right, a lovely little lung tonic just popped out. Old Bridges, Hull. We have had these before, but they do come out quite intact a lot of times. I've had a couple of melted ones before, but this is a nice early one. Got a couple of bubbles in there, look, if you can see. Embossed, so yeah, I'll bring that home. Even though I have got a few of them, but yeah, they are nice to bring home. Right, as you can see, another bottle's popped out. I know what it is. Can tell. California fig syrup. These seem to be strong bottles as well. They always seem to last. There's not many of them that are knackered and destroyed or out. They always seem to come out intact. But yeah, well, there's a little crack there on top if you can see it, but nice embossed bottle. Well, it's definitely a jar day. We're having more jars than bottles, I think. Or is it a tie? I don't know. But yeah, definitely a jar day. But we'll keep on going. There's plenty more time in day. Well, look at that, what I've come across. A big water jug. It would have had a nice flowery design on it. Which is a shame. Shame it wasn't intact. It probably would have been worth some at that. See stuff like that on Antiques Roadshow and that, don't you? Yeah. Or Dickinson's Real Deal. Right, I've come across a little med bottle that's just popped out. It's actually a decent one, actually. It's got a little crown there on bottom with a cross on it. Is it Parsons? I think it's a Parsons one, and this is a slightly bigger one than ones I've normally found. The ones I've normally found have got like a roll lip, and they're a lot smaller. They're about that big. And I've found two in past, but I found a slightly bigger one today, which is a nice little find that I'll probably take home. Right, next find, and it's all coming from up there. A lot of it's damaged, but yeah, I am getting some that are intact. It's probably the top layer, but this has just popped out. Is it Relic? Nice early one, full of dirt like. Yeah, I'll take a photo of that when I've cleaned it up. Well, what do you know, another jar. This time milk glass. Unfortunately, it's got a chip there on bottom. Probably a chip there as well. Probably maybe a Pond's, like a Pond's jar. An old Pond's jar. Well, another bottle's popped out. Fennings Forever Cure. Slightly melted and warped. Now look at that for an old piece of a plate. I normally get these and they're really blue, but this one, it's like a grey colour. I mean, on camera it looks like a grey blue, but it's not. It's grey. But look at them old drawings there. Old painting. Now it's a shame looking at something like that, because if that would have been intact, that'd have been a beauty. But I always look at the artwork, because I'm a bit of an artist myself. I'm a pencil artist. I tend to like to look at stuff like this. Well guys, it were only a matter of time before we come across one of these, an old marmalade jar. They are quite nice when they've got something on them. Unfortunately this looks like it's got a crack in it, so I probably won't be bringing that home. Sometimes like to paint them, repurpose them, but yep, this one's probably going to stay. It's got a big dirty crack there. Right, look what's popped out. This is a nice aqua, probably early 1900s, polished bottle. When these are cleaned up, they look really nice on a mantelpiece. Plenty of bubbles in. They are quite old, so yeah, it's a lovely bottle, and it's got no cracks out in it. Well, I actually thought I had a decent bottle here, because I pulled it out from bottom. I thought it was a bottle, but it's a jar. But it is an old jar. Plenty of bubbles in it. Fortunately it's got a bit of a chip there. Nice aqua colour. Loads of bubbles in that, if you can see them. Big one there, look. Well, something's quite nice has just popped out, and it seems to be quite intact, but it has got a few chips. But considering it's surrounded by Yorkshire stone everywhere, because that's what I'm battling with, digging round Yorkshire stone, that's why it's so hard digging this part at the tip. But yeah, I've come across a nice little vase with a lovely little flowery design on it. So I'm not too fussed about them chips, so I'm probably going to take that, clean it up, put a photo up. Well, once again, a jar, nice aqua colour, bubbles in it. So yep, it's a jar day today. I think most of the jars I've had today. So yeah, we'll crack on. Well, I said it was a jar day. As soon as I said that, I jinxed myself, and a bottle popped out. So yeah, looks like we've got a sauce bottle. It is a plain one, unfortunately. Right guys, I was just scraping up there and I found a really cool item, and it's there. This is a military World War I 1914, 1918 water bottle. Now there's a lot of rust on that. 9 times out of 10 when you start cleaning this off, bits of the bottle starts coming away with it. But I am going to take this home. I collect all this sort of stuff, so I'm buzzing, proper buzzing about this find. Yeah, I have found one of these before, but it got a bit too damaged and I ended up having to just throw it in the bin. So I'm going to try my best to try and lacquer this once I've cleaned it up as much as I can to preserve it, and it'll go in my collection. I am buzzing with that. Right, a nice aqua medicine bottle's popped out. Unfortunately plain, but it is an old one. We've had a few aqua ones today, but yeah, it's an old med bottle. Loads of little bubbles in it. It feels like it's really thin glass. But yeah, nice cork top. Right, once again, a lovely marmalade jar. Unfortunately, it's got a crack going down there. Probably could put some super glue, maybe on the inside of that crack, and on the outside maybe. But it is a WP Hartley, London and Liverpool, with a lovely little tower there. Right, as next bottle's popped out, a little sauce bottle, embossed, lovely little Fletchers, no cracks in it at all. I might take that home for my mother-in-law. I said to her I'd probably, next time I come across an intact one, I'll bring it home. Fletcher's sauce, excellent. Happy with that. Right, we're just to start digging again, and I've spotted a bottle in up there, haven't I? Look at that, just in wall there. I'm not even far from the top. I'm under this big tree here. I hope it don't fall on me. But yeah, let's get this bottle out, see what it is. Come on, out you come. We've got another polish. Yep, we've got another polish, slightly smaller bottle. Once again, an aqua colour. Yeah, buzzing with that. Right, another aqua bottle popped out. Could that be a milk bottle? It looks like a milk bottle. Not 100% sure, like. Is it an old 1900s milk bottle? Don't know. Could it be just another polish? I'm not sure, but it does look like a milk bottle to me. Right, a nice little plain bottle's popped out. Quite elegant, got a nice neck on it, look. That looks maybe 1940s. Right, there's loads of broken bits and bats. It's like a layer of broken bits and bats on top of the soil. Well, just underneath the soil, like a layer. And now and again you'll get intact items like that. That is really feels really solid, that solid glass. That's why it's probably survived. Right, I'm going to call it a day now. I'm going to get myself home, cleaned up, spent the rest of the day with family. Today we've had some reasonably decent items today. We've had a lot of aqua colours coming out, a lot of jars. Normally don't like jars, but it's not been too bad with them all being aqua colour. I'm buzzing with the World War I canteen. That's probably going to go in my collection if I can clean it up. But they are quite fragile when they've been in ground and all rust starts getting on them. You start taking rust off and they just start falling apart. I found one over at 1940s part at the tip, and that just started to just crumble, even though I did lacquer it once I'd cleaned it up best I could. I'm going to try and do the same with this one, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's been a decent dig today. I've enjoyed being out, so yeah, I'm going to say peace out, and I'll see you on the next dig. Take care.